I'm here today to teach you the secret to changing everything. Let me tell you, when people come to Growing Self, they are usually on a high level experiencing one of two problems that they would like our help with. That's why they get involved in counseling or coaching. Either they are not getting the results that they would like in their relationships, in their career, in their own performance, and they'd like help with that, or they're not feeling great. They feel worried, they feel stressed, overwhelmed, they feel down on themselves. Often those two things, not getting great results and not feeling good, are happening at the same time. And that's why they come to counseling or coaching. And I'm going to show you one of the skills that we routinely teach our clients here at Growing Self. And the reason why I wanted to teach you this is because when you master this one, you will have so much control over the way you feel, over the results you get, and it can really be life-changing. I know that sounds like a big thing, but it's true. I use these skills. They've helped me so much. I teach them to clients routinely, as do all the other coaches and counselors here in my practice. So let me show you how this works. First of all, what's really important to understand is that our thoughts turn into the way that we feel. But we have automatic thoughts. We have thoughts that pop into our mind or automatic core beliefs that are so fast, a lot of times we're not even aware that they're happening. We just have a life experience and then we feel a certain way about it. It seems like those are the two things that are connected. I'm upset because my boss XYZ, right? But if we really slow things down, there is always a mediating thought between that event and the way that we feel. However, it's very difficult to have enough self-awareness to be like, oh, I'm having a thought right now, without first learning the skill of mindfulness. So mindfulness is the ability to be very grounded in the present moment. So what do I see right now? What do I hear? What do I feel physically with my body? What do I taste? What do I smell? All of these physical experiences are happening in the present moment. And when we can cultivate awareness around what's happening in the present moment and stay here most of the time, then we are able to notice when we're having a thought. And a thought might be time traveling. It might be pulling us into the past. It might be pulling us into the future. It might be creating a mental vision about something in our minds, or it could be an internal dialogue. These are all forms that thoughts can take. However, when we have that skill of mindfulness and we're able to stay in tune with what is happening in my mind right now, then we become aware of, oh, I'm having a thought. And the next piece of this is that there are helpful thoughts that help you feel empowered and confident and generally at peace with yourself, and thoughts that can help you feel empowered to take the positive action that will lead to better results in your life. And there are unhelpful thoughts. There are thoughts that will tear you down. They will make you feel bad about yourself. They will make you feel worried and self-conscious. They will sap your energy, and generally make you feel stressed and worried. So, learning how to tell the difference between helpful and unhelpful thoughts is extremely important. In general, if you're feeling bad, it's a pretty good indication that you have an unhelpful thought that's percolating around in your head. And if you're feeling confident and empowered and good, you probably have thoughts that support that. So for example, I'm sitting here right now making a video for you. I could certainly have an unhelpful thought around, is my hair okay? Do people like what I'm saying? Do they think that I'm weird? Is this helpful to anyone? Who cares? What, I could totally go there. And if I listened to that, it would make me feel discouraged. It would make me feel self-conscious. And I might even abandon doing this. I would say, nobody cares anyway. And I would stop. And that would lead to bad outcomes for me. Maybe for you, it would prevent me from being able to do what I wanted to do, which is put this helpful information out to the world for you. So using my skill of mindfulness, though, I would say, that's really not a helpful way to think about this. This is making me feel bad. And I'm going to shift into a different way of thinking about this. And just like there are unhelpful thoughts, positive and helpful thoughts can take many forms too. There are a growth mindset is a lovely way of thinking about things. So a growth mindset is, instead of focusing on, is this good or bad, focusing on how am I doing now? Really? Like, how has this changed over time? How am I now compared to what I was doing a few years ago? You should have seen the videos I was doing a few years ago. They were horrible. I can't even look at them now. This is really much better. And when I hang on to that thought, that makes me feel better. Another really lovely, helpful thought is to kind of internalize the voice of a really supportive inner parent or inner coach, who can say, you are doing a good job. This is good stuff, and this is helpful information, and someone somewhere is going to benefit from this. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's good. This has helped a lot of people, and this is going to help somebody else also. And when I listen to that, then I feel more empowered. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep doing this, And so that was just a silly example of, opening up the lid on my own inner process. But I'm sure that you have things that are just like that. Unhelpful thoughts that make you feel self-conscious or worried or stressed. And there are always alternatives. And I'm not talking about like irrational optimism either, but really just different ways of looking at the same situation that are helpful, that feel supportive, and that change your inner dialogue so that you're not tearing yourself down, but rather lifting yourself up so that you feel happier and more confident and more powerful. And the really neat thing here is that when you're in that kind of feeling state, it also becomes much easier to take thoughtful, positive action that will lead to different results in your life too. So we're really killing two birds with one stone when you focus on how do I cultivate the skill of mindfulness to become aware of my thought process, and then learn how to shift it from an unhelpful thought to a helpful thought. You have the power to change everything. So I really hope that these ideas help you. I'll be so interested to hear what you think. Feel free to leave comments. And if you have anybody else in your life who could benefit from hearing this, feel free to pass this on. All right, I'll be back in touch soon.